But tonight our top focus is on the country's Kisan. That's right, the farmer is finally the top story on a prime-time news channel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set the ball rolling. He has promised that in his next episode of his monthly radio program, Mann Ki Baat, he is going to be talking to farmers. His outreach comes at a time when Maharashtra, a state which is now ruled by the BJP, is reeling under a spate of farmer suicides, especially Vidarbha, but now also in Marathwada. The death toll this year alone has now crossed 120 people have died in Maharashtra. Unseasonal rains and severe hailstorms have only worsened the farmers' plight. That's the question, therefore. How bad is the damage on the ground? Because 1,000 crores just in Maharashtra have been lost because of the unseasonal rains in the last fortnight. As I said, 120 farmer suicides in Vidarbha and Marathwada since the start of the year. It's an issue which has now echoed both in the State Assembly in Mumbai and today in Parliament. What is happening on the ground? Kamlesh Sutar reports from Marathwada, the new center of the killing fields of Maharashtra.
These are the killing fields of Maharashtra, where 50-year-old Navnath Vaikar ended his life in his farm last month.
सावकाराचा तगादा असल्यामुळे आत्महत्या स्वीकारली.
Vaikar is just one of the many faces of farmers in Marathwada who have chosen to end their lives. Till mid-February, 93 farmers have committed suicide in the region, compared to 569 in 2014 and 207 in 2013.
Life has been really difficult for Marathwada farmers for last couple of years. With government apathy on one side and natural calamities on the other, the farmer of Marathwada has been left to fight his own battle.
While the government claims that 78% of the relief package has been distributed, it is the farmers who are growing cotton crops who are the most affected.
से ये आत्महत्या ग्रस्त इस प्रकार का जिला है और इसलिए इस जिले का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करने का हमने प्रयास किया है.
देखो, राज्य सरकार के ऊपर 3,25,000 करोड़ का कर्जा कांग्रेस सरकार छोड़ गई है. अभी हम लोगों को अगर पैसा खड़ा भी करना है तो कहीं ना कहीं हमारे रिसोर्सेस या डेवलपमेंट का पैसा कट करके देना पड़ता है.
Even when it comes to compensation, little has reached these farmers. 54-year-old Babu Rao Mali, who faced huge losses in the hailstorms, is still waiting for the compensation promised by the Fadnavis government. He was left with no option but to force his son and daughter-in-law to work as sugarcane labourers in Pune. Back in Mumbai, the opposition holds the Fadnavis government responsible for these increase in farmer deaths.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी के शब्दों के ऊपर का विश्वास हटने के बाद में आत्महत्या कर ली. उसका विश्वास, देश के किसानों का विश्वास नरेंद्र मोदी के प्रति अब कम हुआ है. इसका ये एक उदाहरण है, ऐसा मैं समझता हूँ.
The government may have announced big plans for the farmers, but on the ground, implementation remains a big problem. If corrective steps are not taken immediately, Marathwada may soon become another Vidarbha. With camera person Raju Revankar, Kamlesh Sutar in Beed for Headlines Today.
The big question, Maharashtra's killing fields, indeed the country's killing fields. Do we really care enough for our Kisan? Is the question that we are raising today on a day when the Prime Minister has decided to do a Mann Ki Baat with farmers. That's right, joining me now is our newsmaker at the moment, Devendra Fadnavis. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Chief Minister. One of your poll promises was that you will tackle the issue of farmer suicides. But the fact is, farmer suicides are still going on in your state. 126, sir, since the start of the year. And we have a situation now where out of 1,109 farmer suicides in the country, in 2014, Maharashtra alone accounted for 986. How do you respond to that? That even after you've come to power, suicides are still continuing?
See, basically, we have taken many initiatives to control the farmer suicides. the farmer distress is there for a long time, and we need sustainable efforts to develop the agricultural practices which are sustainable, so that farmers get benefit of those activities. So basically what we have done is we are creating some value chains so that farmers get good value of their crop. At the same time, you see, there is biggest problem in Vidarbha and Marathwada, which have seen most of the suicides, is that there is absolute dryland farming and single cropping pattern. So for the last several years, we have spent 70,000 crore rupees, but still 90% of the Yatmal district is dry. Although water is available in river, but there is no water on the fields. So we have started a Jalyukt Shivar, which is a scheme, which is our flagship scheme, where we are creating distributed water structures, and we have decided that 5,000 villages we would make drought free in this 1 year, and we have already started work. By June, at least half of those villages would be drought free, and once we give moisture security to the farmers, then sustainable agriculture practices can be conducted, and once they get the moisture security and their productivity increases, then comes the market connectivity. For market connectivity, we have started creating their chains. So if the value chains are created, then they will get a good remuneration for their crops, and I feel that they will be out of indebtedness.
Mr. Chief Minister, it would be, you have fine thoughts. You claim you have this 1 year agenda to ensure that at least 5,000 villages are moved out of being drought prone. But the fact is, it's happening today. It started in Vidarbha, where you come from. It's now moved to Marathwada, where, as I said, more than 100 farmers have committed suicide. You've got unseasonal rains that have taken place in the last fortnight. This is a persistent issue. As I said, it seems to be spreading. So while you have a 1 year agenda, what are you going to do today, tomorrow, for the next few months?
That is true, because you see, you will appreciate a fact that there is a situation for last so many years, that there is constant drought. See, when we took over, the situation was, out of 40,000 villages in Maharashtra, 24,000 villages were under total drought. And in Vidarbha and Marathwada, 100% villages of Marathwada were under drought, no crop, and 75% of the Vidarbha was under drought without crop. So, on one hand, we are spending 5,000 crore rupees helping the farmers, but just by giving them certain remunerations or certain things like giving them little money, that won't help. You have to provide them sustainable agricultural practices. For that, you have to provide them infrastructure, and that is what we have taken up. So this was the worst year. 3 years down the line, every year there was a drought, and this was the worst drought, where 24,000 villages were totally affected.
Mr. Chief Minister, I am appreciating your thoughts, but the fact is, this is a problem which has persisted for 10 years. If I look at the 10-year data, Mr. Chief Minister, it is coming to the fact that on an average, 3,685 farmers have taken their lives between 2004 and 13. So over that decade. So it's not as if it's happened today. So you can't apply Band-Aid anymore. This is an emergency situation. My point is, are you giving me an assurance by 2015 that Maharashtra will be drought free? Because otherwise, every year this problem will keep recurring of agrarian distress.
No, I am not saying that. I am saying that by 2019, I will make Maharashtra drought free. For that, I have started a scheme called Jalyukt Shivar, where in every village we are creating a distributed water structure. For that, water accounting is being done. Every village sabha is conducted, and in the village vicinity they are having a Shivar ferry, wherein they themselves are identifying what structures are available. They are doing water budgeting, how much water is available, how much they require for agriculture, how much they require for drinking purposes, how much they require for non-agriculture purposes, and the gap which is there between available structures and what they need, that gap is being filled by creating new structures by watershed development. And the watershed development approach,
Yes.
creating some cement nala bunds and distributed water structures, we are trying to make that village drought free, or we are trying to make that village water sufficient, so that moisture security is provided. So this year our target is 5,000 villages. There are 20,000 villages in Maharashtra which are drought prone.
You know, it's a very ambitious program, sir, that you have. The question is that even some of your allies, the Shiv Sena, your ally in Maharashtra, is not convinced that you are doing enough for the farmers. An editorial in the Samna was very critical of your government. You've been attacked in the Vidhan Sabha. Today the matter was raised in Parliament. Is there a sense that you are, in a sense, lagging behind the scale of the effort that is required to once and for all end this problem of rural indebtedness?
My ally Shiv Sena has been supporting me in the assembly, outside the assembly. So far as editorial in a newspaper is concerned, I will never comment on it, because newspaper is a newspaper, editorials are right of newspaper, they may write anything they want. I don't want to react. At the same time, I want to tell you that even when I am welcoming people to invest in Maharashtra, the basic focus is that 50% of my population is below 25 years of age, and they need jobs.
Yes.
And once I give them jobs, then only my economy will develop. When I create human resource, then only my economy can develop. And only developed economy, or economy which receives funds, which receives money, can invest that money into rural areas, so that sustainable agricultural practices can be conducted in the rural areas.
You know, the fact is, Mr. Chief Minister, your opponents are saying, your critics are saying that all this is very well. Fadnavis talks a good talk, but the bottom line is the issue of farmers is being sidelined. You are focusing, what is your government focusing on? Banning beef, which is many believe is anti-farmer. You are pushing for reservations to you are denying reservations to Muslims because that has become a big issue. All this is being seen as under Sangh Parivar pressure, that Devendra Fadnavis is pursuing now a Hindutva agenda rather than a developmental agenda which you had promised when you had become Chief Minister. How do you react to this?
Since those who are using this language have been in power for 15 years. Now, if anybody has to answer why farmers are committing suicides in Maharashtra, it is these people who have to answer. It is those people who have to answer who have spent 70,000 crores, and still 82% of Maharashtra is dryland farming.
That's because there was corruption.
Only 18%
there was corruption, sir, in irrigation.
Are created. My agenda is clear. It is to create moisture security for farmers. My agenda is clear, to create jobs for the youthful population of my state. And so far as other things are concerned, so far as Muslim reservation is concerned, there was an ordinance which has lapsed. A case is pending in High Court. We have not come up with any new decision. The ordinance is lapsed. Based on the decision of court, we will take further course of action. So I think that things are blown out of this thing. And so far as the other things are concerned, like banning the beef, this act was actually enacted in 1997, and since then it was pending for the approval of Honorable President. Honorable President has sent it back for certain clarifications. Those clarifications were never issued. When our government came, the file came before us. Our government is an efficient government, so we issued the clarification, and the Honorable President signed the bill. So I think that banning,
Mr. Chief Minister,
this killing of cow progeny has been there in many states. It's not my first state which has done it, and I feel that it is.
No, Mr. Chief Minister, you are emphasizing in this program throughout that farmers are your priority. The fact is that the optics are that your government is more about this entire issue, getting into controversial issues like banning of beef, should there be reservation to Muslims or not. You are getting into political controversial issues, and thereby the focus is moving away from governance. Today, farmers, we need governance, we need reform in the agriculture sector. My point is a beef ban going to be the answer to that?
100% my total focus would be on farmer issues and at the same time creating jobs for my youthful population.
But you know, you spoke about how large parts of the state are not irrigated. 80% you're saying as of the state, is going through dryland farming. Now, there have been allegations of large-scale corruption in irrigation projects. That's not true just of Maharashtra, but several other states where farmers have committed suicide as well. Now, those allegations were made by you against the NCP and Mr. Ajit Pawar when they were in power. Total acreage of irrigated land in Maharashtra, sir, has barely increased by 0.1%. Look at the increase in neighboring state of Gujarat in the same period. Now, are you going to investigate those corruption charges and take appropriate action against your predecessors, or is this now some kind of a Mili Bhagat where you are going to drop the charges for the failure to increase irrigation in Maharashtra? Corruption in irrigation.
Every single inquiry has been started.
Yes.
All the permissions have been given. And not just inquiry started, we have even informed the High Court in the PIL that we are committed for inquiry. The terms of reference have been submitted to High Court. With their approval, the inquiry has started. Every single project where money has been mismanaged, misappropriated, where corruption is there, would be investigated, and nobody will be spared.
That's very reassuring that you are promising that nobody will be spared for the irrigation scams of your state. Let me be very honest, sir. From someone from my home state, one of the things I feel ashamed about is that my home state has become the suicide capital of this country when it comes to farmers. Are you willing to also give me an assurance that by 2019, when you complete 5 years in power, Maharashtra will be drought-free, and that farmer suicides, this cycle of farmer suicides can stop? Are you willing to give me that kind of assurance that you will focus on that?
Yes, 100% I will assure you that by 2019, Maharashtra will have sustainable agriculture practices and the farmers in Maharashtra will not commit suicides.
Well, I'm going to take your word for it. I will replay this maybe in 2019 one day, sir, to you. But for now, I'm glad that a Chief Minister is giving such a direct assurance on a program. I'm also glad in a way that the Prime Minister is addressing the farmers of the country. Thank you very much. Devendra Fadnavis joining us there from Mumbai.